what an expression, right? It's so full of information. The contrast is great. And what I like is he's facing us, so it's going to be a little different to tackle than what we've just done for the past two. Let's see what we can do with this. First, let me point something out to you, okay? This is perfect because you can really see the beginning. Oh, you can't really see the chin, but it's somewhere here, right? So there's Rick's face. There's a nose right in the middle there. We know this, we're going to draw that line. But what I would like you to remember is that the eyes are not here, as a lot of people think when they start drawing. They are almost in the middle of this area here. See this whole area? His eyes are almost in the middle, a little up from that. The nose, the mouth, we're all going to represent that with lines. And what I would like you to pay attention to for proportions is, okay, let's see where the ears end. Oh, kind of like where the nose does this here. And this is at about the same height as the eyebrows. Before you start drawing, wonder about these things. You need to pay attention to this. Don't start a drawing without having at least identified, oh, okay. All right, so his eyes are, okay. See where the ears stand, how big this is going to be. So I want you to get used to this, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw, oops, sorry, Rick. I'm going to draw an oval, right? And then I'm going to draw some rough lines. And that is going to be guiding the rough strokes that we're going to do to make our first Rick today, okay? So let's put Rick here using this white canson paper. As I said to you, you know that circle that I draw to loosen my hand at the beginning? I always do that. I always do that at first, and then I work my way down to make the rest of what seems to be the face. Don't worry about this thing. This is all going to go away. But right now I need to sort of lay a foundation for what the shape of Rick's head is going to be, okay? Now, all this is going to become a little more defined, but at least I have a feel for where the jaw is. His beard is going to come all the way down here, but there you go. Okay. So this is the line that I see to be the line where the eyes are. Eyebrows somewhere here. Okay, eyebrows, da-da-da, eyebrow going all the way here. And now I want to make sure that I don't mess up. There's a long nose on Rick's face, which is perfect. By the way, this is not written in stone. You're going to find out right away that whatever I lay down, I work around it, I add to it. Bear with me, okay? Bear with me. So here is the line for my nose. So hold on, let me try to do this right. Where am I? Yeah, it seems to be about here. Mouth, about here. And then the chin might be a little lower than I had originally anticipated, because the face is actually more like this. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to go with great certainty, but at least I'm going to lay down something that looks like eyes. And I want to keep track of his eyes, not making him look like somebody entirely different. That would be unfortunate. Rick has such a good expressive face. It's no wonder that he's been drawn, I mean, thousands of times now, I believe. Because it works. It's just so inspiring. You know, unlike a baby's face that has no wrinkles whatsoever, Rick has definitely a lot to offer here, and I love that. I love that. Okay, now I said earlier that the top of his ear seems to be about where his eyebrow is. So let's do that. And by the way, the shape of his head will be more like this. So I'm going up a little bit, and I'm being a little more bold. Okay, the other ear is here. Can we please remember that nobody is symmetrical, and that whatever you draw here is not necessarily the same thing that you're going to draw there. So keep that in mind, okay? All right. Again, broad beginnings here, very rough. And something like this. Maybe I did the ear a little too long here. Okay. All right. If you see me go a little darker here, it means that I'm pressing a little harder on my pencil because I'm feeling a little more confident that this is looking a little more like my model, okay? Okay, a bit of wrinkly action here, which I love drawing. My gosh, I love drawing this so much more than I love drawing babies. You have no idea. Okay, nose. Now, for the nose, guys, bear with me. If I put a little circle here in the middle of his nose, it's because that's really how a nose is made, and it helps when it comes to shading later. It places it on the face, but for me, it helps for later when you come in and bring in all the volume. Okay, facial hair, woohoo, love it. But I'm not here to go into the great details. Want to convey the basics. Okay, there's ta-da-da. Mouth is kind of hidden by the facial hair. There's a line here that's going to be shadow. Okay, and really frankly, that is where I want you to go with this. Okay, that's a foundation. Okay, you're right. I should really at least convey the length of the beard, shouldn't I? Okay, the beard comes down to about here. Okay, and he's wearing this really goofy, lacy color here. It's perfect. Okay, I don't have much going on. I didn't even do the shadow here under his eye because, again, I don't want to go into too much detail. But do you agree that we've got a face here? We do, right? We have a face which looks more or less like Rick, okay? But what I tried to show you is that it's all about keeping your proportions, you know, like keeping track of where what is, okay? And not mess up the proportions too badly as you go forward. Okay, what I would like you to do now is the same thing that you've done for the first two, or that you're going to do, which